And the Oscar goes to...
To the Academy, thank you to Sideshow and Janus, thank you to Blender, thank you to my mom and dad, thank you to my cats and dogs. I'm really moved by the warm reception our film has had, and I hope that it will open doors to independent animation filmmakers around the world. And we hope to be back soon.
And the Oscar goes to...
To the Academy, thank you to Sideshow and Janus, thank you to Blender, thank you to my mom and dad, thank you to my cats and dogs. I'm really moved by the warm reception our film has had, and I hope that it will open doors to independent animation filmmakers around the world. And we hope to be back soon.
And the Oscar goes to...
Meaning there is plenty of resources for you to be able to make that. I'm gonna set up the argument and then I'd love to hear some counter opinions, okay? Recently, for the first time in my life, I was picked up by a black car driver. He wasn't black, but it was a black car, and then there was a driver. And he picked me up from Pasadena and drove me to San Diego, and I was driving in his 7 Series BMW, one of those newer ones, having this whole conversation with him. And I assumed it was not his car, because what is a guy with a 7 Series BMW? I know it's expensive. It's probably $80,000 to $120,000, depending on the model and the accessories that you get with it. And he goes, no, it's my car. Relatively young guy. I want to say late 20s. The oldest, like barely 30. How is he able to buy a 7 Series BMW and to be able to drive? And we had this conversation. It was quite enlightening to me. So here's what this driver told me. He said, the first thing I did was I borrowed to buy the car. Because in order to drive for this company, you know how to drive. Most of you can go from point A to point B, get somebody there safe, you have to have capital. Well, Mo says, hey, Chris, that's privilege though. How do we How do we even have that information to begin with? Look, we live in 2023. If information is your reason for not getting 6 figures, then you really don't want it. Where almost everything you want to know is readily available for free or next to free, there's a huge problem. So now is your reason for not getting 6 figures, then you really don't want it. Where reason for not getting 6 figures, then you information is your reason. If information is your reason is your reason for not getting 6 figures, then you really don't want it. Want where almost everything you
involved with the work it takes, involved with the result, but not involved with the work it takes to get there. Absolutely.
I took a lot of CPU power, dude.
It's overheating in there.
Overheating. I hear you. I don't know.
Okay. Good morning. Okay, I think I'm clear right now. So, I'm gonna use an adjustment clip to do this. So, hello, yeah, this is Gideon and I'm editing. I won't be speaking much, but yeah, I'm editing. Um, learning resolve as I'm editing along. I think the best way is to practice as I'm doing some projects basically. So yeah, what's on my mind right now is to start with an adjustment clip. I wanted to talk and then go back to working. So damn it, I just keep the adjustment clip. Okay, back to the sound.
I hear you. I don't know. I hear you. I don't know. I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
Well,
It feels
I'm
a little
sorry,
like extortion.
Oh man. I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice. It
Well, I'm
feels a little
sorry,
like extortion.
Oh man.
Where I have to.
No,
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
I hear you. I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out.
I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice. It
Well, I'm
feels a little
sorry,
like extortion.
Oh man.
Days.
I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
Well,
It feels a
I'm
little
sorry,
like extortion.
Oh man.
Where extortion.
Oh man.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice. Please.
I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
Well,
It feels a
I'm
little
sorry.
like extortion.
Oh man.
Please.
I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
Well,
It feels a
I'm
little
sorry.
like extortion.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I hear you. I don't know.
love with the idea of the result. Okay, thank you.
It's true. People are in love with the result, but not in love with the work it takes to get there. Absolutely.
I think they're in love with the idea of the result, not even the result. Okay, thank you. How many people feel that that's possible in America? It's relatively easy to make six figures, 100,000.
I hear you. I don't know.
I feel
just-
like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
Well,
Feels a
I'm
little
sorry,
like extortion.
Oh man.
So you see, I'm looking for the delete button because I found what I want, but I'm not seeing it. So I don't know. This thing is racking up. Okay. Because I have to wait for it to render. Guess this thing is tired. Damn it, why is it behaving like this?
What?
Let me restart this thing again. So sometimes you'll need to restart Resolve. Man. Okay. 1 hour in. Man. Damn. God. Hmm. Come on. Doesn't affect deities.
What I have to say?
Gonna break the system, that's for sure.
Where?
Okay. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Looks like there's a bug in here. I don't know, is there a problem? Unbelievable. Damn it, it's a problem. Isn't there any effect? Guess there is, there should be. The way I'm looking at it. I mean, I don't know what the... This is a transition, but okay. Gonna have to the speed. Not really familiar with it, but we just try something. You're telling me that this guy took the effects from Magic Animate. That tells me he did. But anyway, time. Yes, animation length, right? Want to reduce it a little bit, 5. Yeah, somewhere on there.
Where I
But then there is this.
Okay, thank you.
Where in the world did it post? Okay, above. Perfect. Okay, just kidding around, but facial distortions, where is it? Oh, come on. Man, really? Definitely not here. Nah. It's supposed to be an effect, not a transition. Man. That's not what I'm looking for. Man, where is this thing? 20. Hmm. Hmm. Just overdoing it, whatever. So, whoops. I know what 23 is. Well, there is another way to do this, but
What?
we just go with that. Go with the. Okay. Back to that. Okay. Gonna have to save this. Okay. Doesn't matter. Not go for perfection, but yeah, something like that. As then.
Where I have to sell the service?
Yeah. So
Where I have to sell the service?
yeah. So you're calling. If I'm the client, you're calling me to sell your service.
Oh, like I gotta pitch my services.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like our first meeting,
Love
but
it. Okay.
you're
Let
coming.
me think
to
about
me.
this. All right.
Okay.
I'm not used to doing this. Let me just write a couple of notes here, okay?
Right.
And okay, we can do that right afterwards, you guys. So you definitely want to stick around. I'm gonna do my best to try to cold call or try to generate a lead because this client wasn't even aware that we were alive up until the moment when we reached out. Okay, here we go. All right, so should we do another scenario with Aaron where he can ask more questions?
And yeah, you're gonna be vicious.
I'm already vicious. It's
What?
just like giving me an opportunity here. We're gonna do this.
One of those talents.
So why don't we pull out a scenario that you've seen, Ricky
Okay.
or Jonah, either one of you two. Make up a scenario real quick. Tell us what the end game is and where the conflict is, and let's go.
Okay. Well, you meet with a client and they're really jazzed up to make this project with you, a video project. And it was a set price and you agreed on the price, and then they added something and then you made the price more expensive, and then they got really cold feet and it wasn't a good fit after that. Is that a good scenario?
That has so many moving parts and pieces. So we agreed to do something,
Right.
and I've added a bunch of stuff, and now Aaron has to bring up an overage.
Exactly. And
Well, that's really tough for Aaron.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So have we started production? Have I written you a check yet or not?
No.
Okay. So we've agreed in writing,
Mm-hmm.
or verbally we've got an agreement,
Right.
and then I've added a few items.
Yeah. You're like,
And
oh,
what kind of
well-
video is this?
So it's like a,
Corporate video?
exactly. And then
Okay.
you're like, can we add some photos? And you're like, of course, but that's gonna up the price.
Oh, you mean give me some stills from the
Exact-
shoot?
Yeah. So can you do video and
Okay.
then can you do photos?
What's
as
the
well?
price?
It's 800,
800.
and then it's
And how much do you want to get?
it was 800 for the video.
Yeah.
And then we asked 400 more for the photos.
Wow. That's a big markup. Okay, let's go. So Aaron has to, unfortunately, bring up an overage, and everything was going great. Call or try to generate a lead because this client wasn't even aware that we were alive. Okay, we can do that right afterwards, you guys. So you definitely going to want to stick around. I'm going to do my best to try to cold call or try to generate a lead because this client was. I'm going to do my best to try to cold call or try to generate a lead because this client wasn't even aware that we were alive up until the moment when we reached out, okay? cold call or try to generate a lead because this client to generate a lead because this client call or try to generate a lead or try to generate a lead because this client was even aware that we were alive up until the moment when we
Hmm? Okay, back to you, Tama.
Thank you so much, Queen Harriet. Peace. I feel you about your friend, and I do love the way you came up for your friend, for your friends. That shows how you really, really do love your friend, and I'm happy that you did that. Um, Queen Harriet, once again, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to go to Susan. I'm going to give Susan the mic.
Hmm. Kunare, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I was just, all the things you are saying, I was just focused, listening, reflecting on some things on my life, the one that the past life, the future ones, the ones that happened today, the ones that I've been dealing with this night, the one I've been dealing with in the morning. I was just, reflecting. And all I can say is thank you so much, and God Almighty will bless you. Like when I say bless, you're already blessed already. Not even will bless you, you're already blessed. Is to add more blessings, more blessings. I have one last question from my own end, right? I know you have been talking for hours, but today is our opportunity. Let's use our opportunity very, very well. Because after today, Tama, you understand now, no more. See, maybe Queen Harriet come here by mistake. So, so what I want to ask is, if you would sit down with the version of yourself that had just experienced that massive failure, right? What will you what will you say to her, and what would you tell her not to do?
Omo, chai. If I could sit with my former self, what will I say to her? I would tell her that what she will enjoy and what she will be grateful for, she cannot envision it right now. And so I would tell her that she should surrender. Surrender does not mean do nothing. I don't know how to see it. I don't know. That's like, I remember that I think it was, is it Clash of the Titans? The first one. I know there were two. There was the first one, the one that the first one, the one, because there were two. There was one, and then there was one where they were fighting Kronos. Not that one. That's the second one. Okay. The first one, when they had that banquet, that initial banquet, and Hades showed up. And there's a line that he spoke that till today it makes me chuckle. He told them, the human beings gathered there. The character was played by Ralph Fiennes. I love that man. But he told them, he said, you have insulted powers beyond your comprehension. It's so funny, but it's such a read, right? See, my people, there are powers beyond our comprehension. Oh, I may just tell you, it's not, everything is not this, that is everything you see. No, no. Whatever your particular persuasion is your right. I'm not here to convert anybody. But I think we can agree that there are powers beyond our comprehension. There are realms beyond our comprehension. Okay. What I would tell my younger self, what I would tell myself sitting with that failure, I would tell her, I would say, babe, surrender. What I mean by surrender is stop fighting, flow. Stop. There's a way that because of what we have previously experienced, or because of what we hoped for, or because of what we convinced ourselves will make us happy. See, it's because we don't have time, and it's because this place is recorded. So I have to see. I came up, King Robert can testify. I came up in a way, I came up with this belief that everything that will happen for me, to me, about me, I can know ahead of time. I really believe that. I truly believe that in my soul, my younger self. I came up in church. Oh. When I say I came up in church, I came up under church. I was part of the foundation of church. You see this thing called church. People think you are in it. You are not in it. Oh. I was in it. King Robert. There were times in my life I saw angels. Physical. I came up in church. Okay. Part of what handicapped me in life, and I mean it was a handicap, was I just had this belief that everything that will happen, I will see it. Nothing can surprise me, nothing can shock me, nothing. It was my bedrock belief. And I truly believe that God made it his mission to dispossess me of that belief. I'm telling you, like, I think- sometimes when I sit and talk with the creator, I'll just be laughing. I said, because honestly, I feel like you really made it your mission to dispossess me of some beliefs. You are like, nah, she can't continue like that. That's what I mean by surrender. When I say surrender, I'm not saying giving up. I'm not saying throwing up your hands and not doing no. What I mean by surrender is surrender to the reality that there are things you will enter that in your current season you cannot even imagine. You don't have the equipment to imagine it. You don't have the raw material to envision it. And let me tell you something. If you try to live your life only based on what you can envision, you will fall short. You will come so low. I'm telling you. I'm not talking about imagination. I'm talking about truly envision. Really envision it. Life itself will give you the tools to envision. You understand? So that's what I would tell her. I would say, right now, babe, like right now, I'm a size. Let me just for reference. When I graduated university, I was probably like a size 18. I was like an 18. Okay. At my highest, when I graduated university, I was 22. At my highest, I was a size 26, even 28. I graduated university at a size 20. I was like 20, thereabouts. I am currently a size 12 at 45. The last time I was a 12, I was a teenager. I was in secondary school. So even in all those years, my 30s, my 20s and my 30s of trying to lose weight, I never envisioned the size 12, Susan. Never. I was even struggling. It was like it would be miraculous if I can even get back to 20. That's what I was telling myself. If I can even make it back to 20, that would be a miracle. So the point, when I say surrender, I'm not saying surrender as in give up. I'm saying surrender to the reality that you currently lack the capacity to envision what you can become. Yeah, that's what I'll tell myself. I'll say, right now, the extent to which you can dream is so handicapped by your current life experience. Okay, free yourself from that. Free yourself from that. Free yourself from thinking that the best that you can hope for is somehow dictated by where you are right now. That's what I mean by surrender. Free yourself from that. Free yourself. Just surrender to the flow. Surrender. That's what I would tell myself. Because like where I am today, like the other day I was because I have one of my businesses is a government contracting company. And the other day I was seated in a room with representatives from Department of Defense. Like they came from Pentagon. This event was free, but you had to apply. And they had hundreds of applications. And how many were we in that room? Just a handful. And I applied. So what will I lose from applying? I applied. And I remember when I got the email that, I've been accepted. I should enter this form and I have to select 6 people, six departments that I want to network with. That's how they put it. I want to network with. So I went and I selected some private, and then out of the ones I selected, it was maybe 5 of them. And I had a 6th one. I was so intimidated because when I saw Department of Defense, I said, what do I have to say to those people? So I put it as my 6th choice because they asked you to put it in order. So I put Department of Defense as my 6th, as my final choice, because in my heart I say, what will I ever have to say to those people? When I got to the location, they now told us that people who were invited didn't show up. So because some people who were invited didn't make it to the event, they have decided to shuffle. So in other words, the 6 that you selected in order, we're not going to go by that order anymore. So as a result of that, my people, I was seated across the table from representatives from Pentagon. King Robert, just to help you to understand, these are people that if I wanted to go to their office, I can't because I don't have clearance. there's something they call clearance. You have to have gone through a rigorous background check, the kind of background check where it be like, say, they want take toothbrush, put inside your yash to check what's in the inside. Very deep background check. Until I clear that background, I cannot enter the building, talk less of their office, but they were seated across the table from me. Do you think Arit, that was almost 200 kilograms, careerless, staying at home, raising children, do you think she had the capacity to envision that? Of course she didn't. Surrender. 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 I did not have the capacity to envision that I will be seated with Pentagon representatives and they want to hear from me. Okay, your company is involved with infrastructure and software modernization. What are the different ways that you can bring that capability to Pentagon? Mike. And they are sitting and they want to hear from me. They are listening to me. And then they are asking me for my business card. And they are asking me, because we have what we call capability statement. They are asking me for the statement. And then a week after the event, they followed up. How could I have envisioned that for myself? Yes, Obim, come in. What do you want for dinner? What is available? What do you want me to make for you? You want me to order something?
Why?
Okay, go and discuss with your sister.
For what?
Just go and look at the kitchen and see what is there. Then come back and tell me. You want Chinese? Yeah. Okay. All right. Give me some time. I'm coming. Sorry, my son is hungry. Yeah. So honestly, Susan, that will be my. I know it. I'm trying not to sound too metaphysical, but see, like I say, there are powers beyond our comprehension. We can't. We will do ourselves a disservice to only limit ourselves to something that is connected to what. No. If you're only looking for what is connected to where you are now, you have limited yourself. That the version of me that was jobless, careerless, just at home with children, huge, fat, every joint in my body is inflamed. I can't sleep well. I'm having sleep apnea. I'm having it was impossible for that version of Queen Harriet. Even then, I wasn't calling myself a queen. I wasn't. It was just beyond anything. But yet here I am. Here I am. I just got approved, I think it was last month or maybe 3 weeks ago, to do business with the federal government. Completely approved. I have all the codes. I have all the certifications. I have everything. 8 years ago, I wasn't even thinking about that. So, but what I suffered prepared me for it. The reason why I did not excuse myself, the reason why when they told me, okay, you're going into that room and you're going to pitch yourself, I thought it was networking. I thought networking is, oh, how are you? Oh, okay, what do you do? Because when it comes to networking, I can just sit and listen. No, they told me, no, Arit, you're going to pitch your business. Go and pitch your company. I wasn't ready for that. You know why I didn't turn it down? I could have gathered my briefcase, gathered everything and walked out. And they don't know me from anywhere. They would have forgotten me in a heartbeat. But you know why I didn't do that? Because I remembered when I was going for my first job in tech, my first job as an engineer. And this was pre-COVID. So I had to go into the office for the interview. And it was a company that was a defense contractor. So they were a company who had contract with Department of Defense. And I attended that interview for a junior engineer role. And when it became clear to them that I was very junior and I was just coming in brand new, and don't forget I was 38 years old, 37, 38 years old, 37 years. And so I'm not a college graduate, for example. Those people decided to make sport of me. They started asking me questions that they knew I could not answer. At one point, can I tell you? At one point, they laughed at me. It was a panel, it was four engineers. And they laughed at me in that interview. They laughed at me. They giggled. They picked up my resume. They said, well, we are not sure what else we can ask you because the questions we have asked you already, you don't seem to know anything. They laughed at me and they mocked me. And I left that interview and I said, I've come this far. Let me keep going. So when I was, fast forward, how many years later? That was in the year 2018. Fast forward to the year 2026, 8 years later. When I got the news, oh, you're pitching yourself to representatives from the Pentagon, a building I cannot even approach the gate. If I try, they will shoot me. But yet their representatives were in a room waiting to hear from me. The reason I walked into that room was because I already knew what it felt like to be laughed at. I know what that feels like. So how bad can this be? The things you suffer are painful. The failures you have experienced are demoralizing. But contained within them is a gift. If you can allow that gift to have its work, a day will come, you will testify, it was good that I failed in this way. It was good that a day will come, but it's not going to be automatic. You have to allow that failure to have its full work. That's it. Oh. That's my message tonight. You have to allow that failure to have its full work. That full work is not automatic. You have to allow it. If you refuse to allow it, then all it will be is a failure. Chicken now, all it will be is a failure. But if you allow that failure to have its full work in you, if you allow that failure to become, to make you, to start your process of becoming, a day will come, you will testify, you will thank God, you will testify, you will say, thank God it happened. Because it prepared me for another opportunity. Because it prepared me for another open door. Because it prepared me for something that if I had not been through that, I would have squandered this even bigger opportunity. I will squander it. Because you must become before you acquire. If you don't become before you acquire, you will squander what you acquire. You will waste what you acquire. You will not even recognize that something is to be acquired. You won't have the eyes for it. You won't have the eyes for it. And then it will pass you by. And then you will see somebody else acquire it and you will say, but that thing, but I also heard about that. I also heard about, yeah. That will be your whole story that you heard about. Oh, I heard about it. Oh, I saw it. Oh, somebody showed me. Oh, that will forever be. I heard. Why? Because you did not allow your desert season to build you. You did not allow affliction to make you, to form you, to forge you. When they say forged in the fire, there's a reason for that expression. It's painful. It's not pleasant. It's painful. But pain can be productive if you allow it. I didn't say abuse. Hey, some of you, don't listen with your triggers, okay? Don't listen with your triggers. I didn't say abuse, so I say pain. Yeah, failure. Something didn't work. Something started working and then it stopped. Whatever. Okay, there's an opportunity there. There can be a purpose there. There can be a gift there, but you have to allow it. It's not going to be automatic. If you don't allow it, all it will be is a failure. But if you allow it, it will become a stepping stone. Yeah? Okay.
Wow.
Tama, Tama, hold me. I'm falling down. Oh. Tama, hold me. I'm falling down. Hmm. Thank you so much, Kunaret. I really, really appreciate. In short, We suppose drop offering. No, see, after this program, I will go round offering time, blessing time. We drop offering. So Queen Harriet, I want to give you some time so that you relax more, right? And please, if you have question, please grab the mic, come in, ask your question before Queen Harriet will soon leave, right? We want her to rest more, and then while she's resting, we'll give King Robert the mic to tell us what he has for us because King Robert too, self. These two people, anywhere I see them, but they come on my cap, oh, come on cap and come on scarf. King Robert, please come and share with us what you have for us. At least even if it's one piece of an advice or anything, we are open to hear you. Thank you very much, sir.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening. You still want piece of advice from King Roberts when Queen has said
Yes, I
everything?
want I want
She has shared,
I want to hear your voice.
Queen has shared life lessons here tonight. A lot of life lessons, really. A lot of things that anyone could really run with. A lot of things that anyone can actually, you know, just sit down and go back and forth with some of these wisdom. When you started the space, I knew it was definitely going to be the sparks. I was actually on my way from somewhere. And then I just copied the link and I sent it to Miracles community. I said, Kunarit is dropping wisdom. All of you better rush down. You get, because I know definitely she was going to bless the community tonight with her voice. So yeah, what I would say is, hmm, for anyone that have listened so far, so for anyone that whether it doesn't, I don't know what time you got in. I do hope that you do run with it because hmm, my mom has have a way of saying it, which is that no matter what she tells you, if you don't really act on it, if you don't try, if you don't try, basically it's just nothing. It's just nothing. The Bible said that, let me give you the context, which is that, some seed was sown, some was sown on the rocky ground, some was sown on a bad ground, and some was sown on, on good ground, on good soil, and all of that. And, in a couple of months, we'll see the results. Yeah. So, what am I driving at? My point is, some ears I've heard it tonight. For some people, it pass one ear and it goes out the other, and that's it. But for some people, it's going to stay in. They're going to really just look at it and say, okay, I can do this. I can be better. I can. It's not just me. It's not peculiar to just me. I can fail and I can rise again. I can even start in quotes what people call late. All right, I can start at that time and still get to Microsoft or get to Dangote or even become another Microsoft. Really, yours may not be to work at PayPal or Microsoft or whatnot. Yours may be to build another pay stack. Yeah, another Proforce, whatever it is, okay? And yours may not even be to even do any of those things. Yours may just be to, be able to still pass that knowledge on to your neighbor. Because I've heard some stories where I've heard some things where, but in fact, I've told someone, there was someone, here's a fun fact. Someone has told me, someone was asking me, oh, how do I get into tech, yada, yada, and all of that stuff. And, and was like, oh, I'm in my 30s. I would like to, I don't really have, and I'm like, okay. And guess what? Guess what I did? I told them about Queen Harriet. I told them about Queen Harriet. I said, there's one of my mentors that I do know. She got into tech at my very present age, with two kids. And now she works as a software engineer at PayPal. So what does that tell you? It means that if me were to even start tech today, if I push myself, I can do. I can do it. I can do it. So it start from you just believing really. She said a lot of things. So she said a lot of things. She said some things of tying the Bible divinity with, your own works as well, which is, there's a part where all you gotta do is just believe. All right. But with that belief comes you just really putting in a lot of work as well. It goes together. It goes together. It goes together. You cannot pray. The other day, I was just telling myself, like, hey, Robert, kilo share by. Are you not working against your own prayer like this? Because I was doing something that was 100% contrary to what I was praying for. Don't be stupid, though. I usually talk to myself in the third. I don't know if you guys do. Sometimes I do. Don't be stupid, though, Robert. You have to you know you have to help yourself, give yourself some grace, and make sure that your actions, your activities, your goal, your prayers, your goals, all of it align. It is when it's all aligned, your faith, your belief, it's when it's all aligned, that's when anything becomes everything becomes possible. Do you get? Jesus Christ went to a place where, was it the place where he was born? He went there and he could not do a lot of miracles. Why couldn't he do that? Was it because Jesus lost power? No. Was it because Jesus did not want to? No. So if he could not do, that means he wanted to. Do you get that? That means he wanted to. Was it because his faith was not strong enough at that place? No. You get, but he could not do so much because the people struggled with unbelief. So there's a part where it's just you actually have to really believe. Just believe that you can do this thing, and put pen to paper. Because believing and not putting pen to paper, and not, when I say put pen to paper now, I don't just mean it's a metaphor. It means it might be you just going to the farm and tilling the ground. That's putting pen to paper. It might be you just applying for jobs. That's you putting pen to paper. It might be you just, getting that internship, going for that internship. That's putting pen to paper. Okay. So hope I hope all that she has said really help tonight. I hope it helps you, because here's a fun fact. I would 100% love it that every single one on this space has an account balance of at least 100 million US dollars, so that everyone can be independent. Instead of one person having $1 billion or $10 billion and everybody put their responsibility on that person, because they will drag that person down. Have you heard of the crab factor? It happens in families where one person is the honorable, and everybody is just pulling him down. They call it PhD. Pull him down, pull him down. They're not doing it intentionally, they are doing it lovingly. They're just asking for help. But that's PhD. You're just pulling him down, pulling him down, pulling him down. It has happened in my eyes. I've seen it in families. It has happened to me even. It has happened to me. So you just gotta. I want a. No, I'm very intentional with the contacts that how I give people my contacts and the messages that I respond to. Trust me, there's some people that have sent me messages in the past couple of days. I just archive them. If I don't know you now, I don't respond to your message.
Into the moment when we reached out. Okay, here we go. Or try to generate a lead because this client wasn't even aware that we were alive up until the moment when we reached out. Okay, here we go. All right, so should we do another scenario with Aaron where he can ask more questions?
And yeah, you're gonna be vicious.
I'm already vicious. It's just like giving me an opportunity here. We're gonna do this.
One of those talents.
So why don't we pull out a scenario that you've seen, Ricky?
Okay.
Or Jonah, either one of you two. Make up a scenario real quick. Tell us what the end game is and where the conflict is, and let's go.
Okay, well, you meet with a client and they're really jazzed up to make this project with you, a video project. And it was a set price and you agreed on the price, and then they added something and then you made the price more expensive, and then they got really cold feet and it wasn't a good fit after that. Is that a good scenario?
That has so many moving parts and pieces. So we agreed to do something,
Right.
and I've added a bunch of stuff, and now Aaron has to bring up an overage.
Exactly.
Well, that's really tough for Aaron.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So have we started production? Have I written you a check yet or not?
No.
Okay. So we've agreed in writing,
Mm-hmm.
or verbally, we've got an agreement.
Right.
And then I've added a few items.
Yeah. You're like,
And
oh,
what kind
well-
of video is this?
So it's like a,
corporate video?
Exactly. And then
Okay.
you're like, can we add some photos? And you're like, of course, but that's gonna up the price. And then
Okay.
you're like, can we add some photos? And you're like, of course, but that's gonna up the price.
Oh, you mean give me some stills from the
Exactly.
shoot?
Yeah. So can you do video and
Okay.
then can you do photos?
What's
as
the
well?
price?
It's 800.
800.
And then it's
And how much do you want to get?
it was 800 for the video.
Yeah.
And then we asked 400 more for the photos.
Wow. That's a big markup. Okay, let's go. So Aaron has to, unfortunately, bring up an overage, and everything was going great. Okay? So, hey, so Aaron, I know that you're going to do this video for us, and I really look forward to working with you. Can you just grab some stills from the video? Because we could use some stills.
I would love to do that. I could totally do that. I mean, the camera's already there, right? Just
Yeah,
snap
yeah.
a couple of stills, right? Shouldn't
Just
be a
pull
big
it from
deal.
just when you get a chance, can you just shoot a few still photos? No extra work.
I mean, my instincts are to say yes right away because it seems like
Let's do it.
Not a big deal, but unfortunately, I feel like I'm gonna have to charge you an overage because stills is a lot more work on my part, and it's a lot more.
Still photos. No extra work.
I mean, my instincts are to say yes right away because it seems like
Let's do it.
Not a big deal, but unfortunately, I feel like I'm gonna have to charge you an overage because stills is a lot more work on my part, and it's a lot more of a headache. It's more to think about, so I'm gonna have to charge you a little overage. Is that okay?
Wait. How's it more work? Literally, when you're rolling your video camera, and when you stop your camera, just in the exact same position, just take a photo. Don't change the lighting. Don't change anything. We're not gonna move. Just give us some photos.
I see you're pretty well versed on how cameras and lighting work. That's
Yeah,
great.
I mean, I'm an enthusiast.
Enthusiast. Well, the thing is, I mean, I don't want to get too bogged down in the details, you know, don't want to get too tactical at this point with you, but I'm afraid that's just how I work. It's a policy. I mean, if you want to add stills, it's going to be another line item, and it's going to be a small overage.
What, like, so the original price of this video for the entire day is 800. What are we talking about here? Like $100? Look, I don't even know if I can do that, but is it $100 or what?
I think, you know, if you want the video and the stills, and then, you know, we haven't talked about how many stills or, you know,
like 4.
like that. Okay, around 4 stills. I think for 1,000, we can just package that all together and nice round number. Does that sound okay to you?
Wait a minute. So you just want to charge me an additional $200 to take a few stills? Aaron, come on. What do you take me for here? Does that sound reasonable to you?
If I were you, I would say it's unreasonable. It sounds like just snap a couple of photos. I totally hear what you're saying.
Right.
But because that's the way I work. I mean, there's just a lot of back end, which I don't want to, you know, trouble you with all that, but it's just, I'm afraid it's just a policy. That's just how I work. I mean,
okay, so you don't want to do the stills, then I'm not sure I can work with you.
Well, if you want to keep it with 800 and we can do the video, I'm more than happy to go
No, but
forward with that.
I need some stills. I was just thinking I need some stills from this.
You know what? I know a guy, good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And I think he can get you those stills, and then I'll just put you.
Is your buddy Ricky?
Yeah, he wears a jean jacket.
Yeah, actually, he is. Do you know Ricky?
Yeah, I've talked to him before. So you're saying I should work with Ricky instead?
Well, if you want to do the stills, I'll get Ricky on that, and I think we can knock that out. I'd have to talk to him first, but that would be a separate thing. You guys would handle that.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I've capped out. Like when you asked me for my budget, I told you 800, and that was the maximum that I could pay. I'm really just disappointed right now.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm sorry you're disappointed.
Man, I thought we can do this together. You know, I wasted a lot of time thinking it was going to be you. Now I'm going to have to scramble last minute and find somebody else. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, look, I feel like the conversation's getting a little heated. Maybe we should revisit this at another time.
I'm running out of time, man. The event is in 2 days.
I hear you. I don't know.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
Well,
it feels a little like
I-
extortion.
Oh man, I'm sorry you feel that way. I could totally see how you'd feel that way. And
Yeah.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I'm really sorry.
I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. I feel like you're dragging this thing out now. Now I have no choice.
Well,
it feels
I'm
a little
sorry,
like extortion.
Oh man, I'm sorry you feel that way. I could totally see how you'd feel that way. And
Yeah.
I'm just really
Look, help me out here. Can you help me out or not?
I'm afraid not. I'm really sorry.
Wow.
Man. I'm really sorry.
All right. So, you know, I have friends that are in this business. I was hoping that we could do this, and I'd be happy to share you as a resource to them.
Oh, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What if...
That's your first question, by the way.
I just feel like I'm just drowning in questions here.
Yeah, you're drowning in questions that you haven't even asked yet, but keep going.
So I feel like we made an agreement, right?
Yes.
And now you want to add something to the agreement. And now when I try to add something on my side, I feel like, you know...
I thought you were going to ask me a
the
question.
Symmetry of logic. Well, does it seem fair to you to do more work for the same
Okay,
amount
you know
of money?
what? Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, actually. That's why I was thinking maybe you can do it for $100. Can you do it for $100? That's only $100 less than you're asking for.
Well, how
why
about
don't we just
do
meet
it
in the
for-
middle right there?
Well, how about we do it for 300?
No, but you just said 1,000.
Well, it
So
feels like these
800
stills
plus
are-
200, right?
It feels like these stills are a make or break thing for you, right? They're very important.
I need
sounds
it.
like.
I need it.
You need these stills.
I need them.
Well, $100. I don't need
We're
$100.
we're splitting the difference here, right? You're talking about you're going to walk away from this deal. You're going to burn this relationship for $100. Is that what you're telling me?
I feel like I'm the one that wants to stay in this relationship. Are you the one that's trying to get out of this relationship? Are you not?
No, all you have
happy
to do
with-
is say yes. Why won't you say yes?
I'm sorry, I can't say yes. I can't think of a good question to ask you in return here.
So who's asking more questions in this relationship right now?
You're asking more questions.
Yeah.